Hello everyone, it's Pat with our weekly Oracle card reading, forecast, and message for this week starting July 23rd, going through the 29th of July 2018. So I'm going to start with the Archangel cards like I usually do, and I brought in the Ascended Masters deck today. I felt drawn to work with that. I also brought out the fairies because they're just fun. So our Archangel Oracle card for today, or for this week, the Archangel overseeing us for this week. So we have comfort from the Archangel Azrael, okay, and it says, I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Now, I don't want to sugarcoat, because when Azrael shows up like this, oftentimes it's because there's somebody who's passed, or is about to pass, or people who are going to be leaving the earth, and so he's bringing us comfort, and oftentimes that comfort comes through our fellow human beings who are still with us, our family, our friends who are supporting us. So Azrael is it can also be for some of you out there that maybe you're going through the anniversary or something of someone's passing this week, and you're remembering that and still healing from it. The card also shows up when it's us who are giving comfort to somebody else, when we're acting in that capacity. But I do feel it may be heralding that, with things going on in the world the way they are, if there's any more earth-related disruptions, events, things like that, there's going to be maybe a lot of people passing. So I hope that's not true. Anyways, Azrael is here to bring us comfort for whatever we're going through this week. And this week we have, towards the end of the week, the Mercury retrograde, Mercury going into retrograde, as well as a full moon. And those are celestial things that provide or have a lot of impact on us, especially if you're very sensitive to, moon energies and things like that. So, anyways, Azrael's working with us this week, and Azrael's an archangel who, as I said, he provides comfort. He helps those who have passed on, as well as those who are still here on the earth, to deal with the process of grieving. Okay, and so in that capacity, he's like a healing angel. So, anyways, he's working with us this week. Call upon him. He brings. If it's keeping you up at night, if grieving and loss is really keeping you from functioning and having a tough time getting through day to day, call upon Azrael to help with that comfort. So let's see what's going on for the week. Maybe the Ascended Masters will give us some heads up to what energies are coming up this week. Okay. Well, we'll get a couple that spilled out here. Oh, we got quite a few. Okay. So, the beginning of the week, we find this card, the Retreat into Nature. Now, for people who have vacations and things going on this week, this is about getting outdoors. And there's a nice, beautiful heart at the bottom of it. So it's about, getting recentered in your own heart and mind, using the silence of nature, using the quiet of nature to get recentered, okay, and get back into your heart space in a stronger way, and maybe using that time for whatever grieving it is that you may be going through. So definitely the beginning of the week is about taking some time to yourself, if nothing else, okay? So we have Hilarion, who's come in here with this message of health and healing. Okay. So, and he's got that beautiful emerald green that's associated with healing and heart-centered healing, because that emerald green is the color of our heart energy center. So there's a great deal of healing that's going on. And I feel like it's multi-level. I mean, you might be healing physically. I know I'm doing kind of a little bit of a detox diet right now myself, so my body's, endeavoring to heal itself. But it's a healing on many levels. It might be healing, healing physically for people, but also mentally and spiritually. If you are, grieving a loss and getting over the loss of a loved one. So there's healing that's going on right now. So it is important to retreat into nature, or to, apply a quiet place for yourself where you can give yourself that time to heal and grieve, or whatever it is. So it's important to take time out to rest. Nature itself is also physically healing, to be out in nature. Hilarion is he was I think a pretty well-known and wonderful healer in his time. I'm actually just going to look in at his description to see what he was about. Healing. Okay, Hilarion, also known as Saint Hilarion or Master Hilarion, was a 4th century Middle Easterner who became renowned for his successful healing work. He was beloved by both Christians and those who practiced the old religions. Much of his life and healing work was immortalized by St. Jerome's writings, which described Hilarion healing by commanding earthbound spirit attachments to leave. So call upon Hilarion for any issue involving healing or the clearing of energy. Okay, going out in nature actually does clear your energy quite a bit too. So there's elements of healing that are going on. And we have Yogananda, who's come up here. Yogananda, the Indian Hindu guru, yogi, wrote Autobiography of a Yogi, with this message of choose peace. Okay, so this is more towards the latter part of the week. Okay, and as Mercury goes into retrograde, it can cause a lot of disruptions, especially with electronics, communications, and things like that. So it's both a reminder from him, and because when we pull these cards, we're kind of looking for the forecast of what's coming up for the week. So it just indicates that there's the opportunity, and that's what people are choosing to do. You're choosing peace. All right. I listen to a peace meditation with him every morning, and it's really wonderful for centering and grounding yourself. But and peace is cultivated from within. So by doing this in the earlier part of the week, by the time you get to the end of the week, it's helping you to choose from a more peaceful space. Okay, and it's also, I feel like for some of you, you're choosing to stay out, to step out of drama, or to step out of the dramas that maybe some are wanting to draw you into. Okay, you're just deciding you're not going to go there. All right, you're going to choose a more peaceful path for yourself. So as events take place, peace is part of what we are choosing in our relationships, in our own personal environments, and for our own personal health. It's making a conscious choice to step away from physically, mentally, and spiritually stressful situations, especially ones that are adversely affecting your body. And so because of the work that you've done earlier in the week, it's part of what a more conscious and more conscious choice that you're making as the week progresses, or towards the end of the week. And we have Paul the Venetian, who's come up with this artistic expression. And so this has to do with creativity that's being inspired. The artist in you, whatever it is that you do, whether it's, writing, playing a musical instrument, reading. I meant, writing songs or writing a book or writing what have you. Whatever your art form is, there's a lot of creativity that's coming up at the end of the week. Okay? Whatever you might find yourself feeling inspired to write a song, or put together a song, or to write something that you're going to put out as a blog or a book or what have you, or a new kind of workshop or something like that. So the artist in you is coming out. There's a lot of creative expression as we get towards the end of the week. So now let's see what the fairies are wanting to say. I just wanted to pull some from them for this week. What do they wish us to know? Okay. Wow. There's just stuff coming out all over the place here. So, what's interesting is we've got affirmations. So to lift up your thoughts and energy and attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. So it's about keeping your thoughts positive this week, and shifting them if you find them going down a negative path. All right. They're also letting you. This is a guardian angel card. It's letting you know that you're supported. Allow heaven to carry you as well as any burdens that you may have. All right. So, and she's riding the unicorn in this, but the card speaks to the, call on your divine help, call on your celestial team, and ask for their support. Call on Azrael, okay, and ask for their intervention to be supported. It might feel like an intense week for a lot of us. For whatever reason, it's urging you to do some research, okay? Look into things. I feel like this has to do with the fact that, Mercury's headed into retrograde. So what they're showing us is, it's not so much that you have to specifically dive into researching one particular thing, but it's about paying close attention to details, okay? Do a little bit more, diving, look into things before you commit. Mercury retrograde is generally known as a time where it's not a good time to sign contracts, buy new electronic equipment, because there can just be things that, may have been missed. So what they're saying with this do some research card is just look carefully. All right, read the fine print, make sure you understand it. Look at the numbers that are in front of you if it's a contract of some kind, or if you're trying to figure out how you got charged or why you got, if you're looking at a bill or something like that. Do your research, all right? Look into policies or something like that, to make sure that everything is on the up and up for you, okay? So I feel like that's what about. And right with the artistic expression they're telling us, make music. So it may be, too, at the end of the weekend, or as the weekend comes up, maybe you're going to a concert, something like that, or you're going out dancing, too. I felt with the Paul the Venetian that your creativity is coming out, and I still feel that's part of the message, but put some music on. The fairies put some music on. That's going to get your creative juices flowing, especially, she's outside playing her harp. So, maybe you're getting together with friends outside and putting on a little concert yourself, but or just you know, maybe you're relaxing in your backyard with neighbors and friends, having a cookout and pulling out your musical instruments. It shows up in a variety of different ways, but I do feel like some people might be going to concerts and letting the music, inspire them. So anyways, interesting week ahead. And this is one of those weeks where, because of the celestial energies, they are the way they are, it's important to just kind of go with the flow. Okay. Stay attuned to your own intuition, but go with the flow of things. And it will pass. If you're feeling very intense emotions or concerns, it will pass. All right. Just pay attention to the details. Remember that you're loved and supported, and you're in a healing process. So give yourself a little extra support and comfort. Okay. And call on Azrael for that comfort too. All right. Take care, everyone. I hope you have a lovely week.